Is it happening?
Yeah, it's happening.
Okay. So, first phylum, Peripera. 3 classes: Caltera, Desmospongia, and Hexanochorona. The 3 different body types for the sponges, these are sponges by the way, is the asconoid, which is like the normal looking one, cycanoid, which is the squiggly looking one, and leuconoid, which is this thing looking one. Calcera has all 3.
They're non-symmetrical and they have no germ layers and no real tissues.
Well, I mean, you can get that from the other thing, but yes, that's also true. Calcera has all kinds, I mean all 3. This one only has leuconoid and this one only has these 2. And so important structures is the spongicell is like the middle part. These 2 have it, this doesn't have it because it's like more evolved. The osculum is where they like push the water out, and they have pores which are called ostia, and then like in that place is where the choanocytes are, and those are the filter feeders. So the water goes in there, they catch the food, and then the water goes in through the ostia and then out the osculum. That's peripheral. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Is it happening?
Yes, we can do this for every single one.
Okay, so this is Nadaria.
Nadaria.
I haven't finished writing down everything, but
Oh shit.
this is one of the classes is Hydrozoa, and the species that we looked at in class are Hydra, which is a polyp form only, and there should probably be more information on this, but
There's not, so get over it.
The other one is the Opelia, and this one is both polyp and medusa. It looks like a plant, it's like a colony, and it has 2 different kinds of polyps. The ones that have tentacles are hydrants, and they're the feeding polyps. They get the food, they get the nutrients, and then they give it to the entire colony. The second kind of polyp is the gonadria, and this is the reproductive polyp. It creates little medusa. So the medusa go off. Yay! And then they find a nice rock, and then they like sit there, and then they start budding off more, and then that's how they become another one of these things. And that's as far as we have right now.
Go.
Is it happening? I'm sorry. So the second class in the Nadaria/Nadaria is Anthozoa, shark corals, anemone, and sea fans. The species that we saw in class is the Aurelia, and what's important is the life cycle. It starts off as a little planula larva.
And it's this is bisymmetrical, right? Isn't that what it's called as larva stage?
Oh,
The larva
yes.
is bisymmetrical.
This is bisymmetrical. Important to know. And this,
But as an adult,
as an
form,
adult,
it's
is radial. The entirety of Nadaria/Nadaria is this way. So anyway, then it turns into this thing, which is a polyp. And then the polyp starts undergoing something, and it turns into a medusa. So this is like the importance of that. They have technical names, but hopefully we won't need to know that. If we do, I mean, you're screwed. So the third class is the Scyphozoa, and that's basically the jellyfish. I mean, there's not much to know except that it does have a polyp stage, but it's very tiny. And it has a thick and firm mesoglia, which is just a gooey substance. That's that. So this is the next phylum, Ctenophora, or Ctenophora. It is comb jellies, spelled like comb, and that's ugly, but that's because comb is the 8 cilia that they have that are fused together as one, and that's the big thing that you need to know about this phylum. So this is the next phylum, the Rotipers. Throwback to the pun in a jar.
Throwback.
So you need to know 2 important features. This is the corona with cilia. And then this part right here, just like underneath that, is the head. And you did it!
Ta-da!
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Is it happening? Okay. So the next phylum is the Platyhelminthites or whatever, which are the flatworms. Because if you turn the P into an F, you get flat.
Alright. I'll remember that.
So the first class is Tubellaria, which is free living, which means it's not a parasite, and it has cilia. And it's the one that looks like this. And it has two eyes right here. Now obviously he can't really see, but it can detect light. And then there's a tube that comes out right here so we can eat. And it's called the pharynx. And then this is the mouth, which we fed them during lab. And I mean it has cilia as well. The second class is Trematota. This one is parasitic. It is a fluke in the liver. And the disease that it causes is fasciolasis, however you pronounce that. And it's in the hosts are humans, cows, and sheep. So yeah. This is the third class, Cestiodea. It's parasitic as well, and this one is the tapeworm. Actually, I might be lying. No, it is. It is the tapeworm. And you need to know that at the head, it's basically like this, and it has like little spikes. So that's disgusting. And these are called hooks. And this bulb thing is called the sucker. And this entire thing, it's called the scolex. And then, you know, as it goes down, it doesn't it become thicker?
Mm-mm.
Thinner?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so it has like, it looks like that, right?
Mm-hmm. The further down you go, the more mature they are.
So these segments are proglottids. These little segments, and when they're immature, they don't have anything, and then when they're mature, it's like they have a vagina and an ovary. And then when they have babies, it's called a gravid proglottid. So that's that.
Oh, I start with that. Yeah, we're good.
Okay, next phylum, Bryozoa, also called Ectopora. And really you need to know the Lophophore and the Avicularium, which are on the document. And the Lophophore are basically just the tentacles that it uses to eat. The Avicularium is kind of hard to see. It's like a little spike thing, and that's just for defense purposes. And I mean, that's it. So this is the Brachiopoda phylum. It's lamp shells, and basically there's two types: inarticulate and articulate. Inarticulates have they have a long pedicle, and articulates just have a really tiny pedicle. And I mean, that's it though. They have the same shit inside.